what I'd like to add on right now is we are basically outlined and shadowed. It's a crazy world out there. How are we put together? We don't crush our bones are just strong enough. They snap before the pain gets so great that they rack the neck and our bone and our spinal bone. Is it harder to break your back than any other part of your body? No, fall in the right place and everything is equal. It's as equal to break anything if you get into the right position. It's the oddity of the position that we stand. We are two legs that stand up to one bone in the center. Venus, left and right. Have you ever seen Rubik's Cube? I was going to put the X, but I ran out of space. What does this mean when I show this and this? It shows the top line and the bottom line. These lines are not together. They ran out of space right over here. What these lines come together is showing this space in between. You see this area space here and here? See the two areas? We meet here and we split the two areas, a single area and a single area. That's Venus. She lives between. They split Venus apart. Instead of 4.55, 5.5, right? According to numbers, right? According to numbers, the way I see numbers is we should have, if creation is 1 plus 2 equals to 3, right? Then we can never go below 3. Then if that was 3, we would not automatically need 1 plus 2. We would already have their 1 plus 2. I need 3 plus my 1 plus my 2. But my 2, my 1 comes inside here. All I need is 3, and then I get my 2, and this is the way I run. This is the way I run. So automatically, if I run this way, I have this end and this end. If I have this end and this end, look, I now have all the way around, I have 5. This comes down to this. So what would we do? We'd go like this, we'd go like this, we'd go like this, and we'd go like this. This is the way it would run out. These two, we're always coming together. This is your center. This is the way we're going to do it. That makes it 3 and 2, 5. But now what we do is we hologram the world. Do not forget, we are 79% water. Just think of it. What can you do with water? Heat, cold. We have a temperature consisting of 32 plus 6.5 degrees. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, 6 and 5. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2 equals to 5. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 plus 2 is 5. 9, 11. 5 by 6 is 30 creation. Why this? Because your temperature in your body, okay, is apparently supposed to be 98.5 degrees. Is this correct? Well, I'm just going to run on this. This is all saying half. Why? Because 8 says 2 worlds. The world's here. Boom, 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 boom. Here's a 4 over here and a 4 over here, right? 4 and 4. Well, wait a second. What about this world over here for? The one that owns both sides, right? The one that's in the middle. And what about the green plant life? This is 1 and 4. This is 4 and a half. This is 4 and a half. 4 and a half is 9. Plus 4 is 13. Plus the 1, 14. Center of value. 1 cube, 2 cubes, 3 separate cubes. Because when you form this formation and draw ropes in all formations, you will automatically be able to complete your cube. I'm trying to see which way I should run this. Right? Is that the way we can complete our cube? I don't need, if I put 1 here, and I put 1 here, and I put 1 here, and I put 1 over here, right? I just need 1 over here, right? And I'll take a loop, and I'll put it to here. And I'll take this one, I'll tie it to here, I'll take this one, I'll tie it to here, I'll take this one, I'll tie it to here, I'll take this one, I'll tie it to here. Then, I'll take this one and a loop, and I'll tie it to here. And I'll take this one and a loop, and I'll tie it to here. I don't have to tie anymore. I only have to lasso Two worlds to come together in Venus. Stretching it out, making more space for more homes. One area, two areas, three areas, trying to break out. See the starship, star space on the inside, 1, 2, and then this area over here, taken away, closed off, two corners that are now gone. We used to have, remember, 180 degrees is based on this angle. This angle, 180, is an automatic 18 by 18 equals 324. Plus 18 and 18 is 36 equals 360 degrees. 360 degrees creates a circle of 1. This is only 1, 18 by 18. What about the third 18? What about the third 18? Here's the inside of the circle. Here's the outside of the circle. 1, 2, 3 parts. 1, 2, 3 parts. This is 180 degrees. Okay? So we have to do this times 2. We had to connect. You connect here to here, and all the way in here is 360. You connect here to here, and all the way in here is 360. You connect if you want from here to here, and then all of this is 360. And you connect here to here, and all of this is 360. 360 equals 440 minutes. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. And now we have all our 360 degrees. But do not forget the star system that runs in between all these areas over here. They're all separated by the diamond in between. This diamond is what runs each of these 4, delivering what seems like a natural state is an unnatural state, juggling the planets. I. Remember, if I send the sun over here to end the day, I begin the day. I end the day, I begin the day. If you run with mirrors and 2 suns, I can have a sun coming out here and a sun coming out here. Do not forget the angle of this is like this. It's not flat. You see everything flat, but it's actually like this. Oh, let me do it. It's like this. See the shadow of that pen? See the shadow? How can I work that shadow with my arm? There's my arm shadow. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I wanted. You see my shadow? Tell me where my lights are in my house. Look at my shadow. Whoop. Shadow. No shadow. Boom. 1 part of shadow. 2 parts of shadow. 3 parts. You see the way it's opening up the flower? 4 parts of shadow. 5 parts of shadow. Now it's overhead. What is the angle of that sun? That's how we learn things. You just need to do it this way. I was always doing Rubik's Cube. Now I'm going to do it the other way. When you put R over K, okay, and this K gets a hat on top of it. Here's a K. And then I drew an R on this side. So what would be the difference if I put R or K? Rubik's IK. This over here, RO, which is used to be a U. And touching this I will turn into an O, says king. King of a goal. BU in French says the goal of being. B and U says the goal in hockey. BUT is the way you spell it, but don't rub it backwards. Don't rub me wrong. 932. 732 is the address I saw all day. But you know what's famous about 723? Is that it's 140 and 23 is 161. It's the polar to 1 on a cube. 1 and 6 are polars. 161 is the light of the Saturn sky. Why? Why not 3? Why not 13, the Saturn sky? Because 3 by 13 is 39, reverses 93 is 27 red, bringing in the Nibiru sun, green of Saturn sky. I guess that's where the green alligators, green eggs and ham come out. Also at the same time, you can see 1/4 of this. You see this? It's going around the 5. That's why I'm believing it's the bell curve. Why would you call it the bell curve? Because of this. B, E, L, and L. Now what happens is, this is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 5. This is number 8. This is 1.5. This is 4.5. This is 7.5. This is 12. And this is 15. This is left and right. 4 and 7 go over here, but I'm playing on the line. This is the L letter. See the L letter? B and E is 2 and 5, one over the other, covering the one spirit. The one spirit goes down 1 level and doubles up. What's beside 2? 1. What's beside 2? 1. Because inside 3 is 2 and 1. Once 1 gets into 2, it's 3 because it has 1 on one side, 1 on the other. Once 5, it has 1 on all the corners. Once 8, it has 4 above, 4 below, 1 in between. These are the answers. 12, 15 is 27 red. B and E. The 2 and the 5th letter are 25. The letter T and E. Because don't forget, either it's 2 and 0, the 20th letter, or it's in the house of E. So if you're talking about the house of E, understand the HO2. 2 houses of 2 worlds, 2 circles, 15 by 15, 125. 5-2 memory. When you share a memory, you're in 2 houses. You have no memory, you're in your house. You're in no house. This is the ROIB. Rabu, garbage. Rebu, the waste. Bell curve is 2 and 5. Why the bell curve? Because we cut through around 5, and this is 5. This is Venus. You're cutting 3 just over towards 6, right? How would I take this? 1 and 2, and this one would be 4. I'd be just cutting through the middle of 5. So I cut from the Venus world in between 2 and 3, 2.5, in between 5, and reaching as low down to the bottom part of 4. Why the bottom part of 4 is, I'm going to show you this as this. Would you say this is the bell curve? Right? Don't forget this is also Yud, 1, 2, 5. This is the bell curve over here, right over here. I'm halfway through 5. I've cut the corner out at 2. And once you cut that little corner out, that's the 9 corner that you've cut out. 1, 2, half of 5, and inside of 4. It would look more or less like this. I don't know what the design is supposed to look like, but this is the reason. Once you have 4 of these, okay, because this is so hard to look at, let's just look at it a little bit different. Let's say we have the bell curve all over the place, and we filled them all in. We filled them all in. We now have a circle, the bell curve. It shows up on the 9 key, and it shows up on the O. It's the bracket. Bracket equals to 24. And at the same time, whichever way you want the distance to the brackets to be, if this was a brace track, right, this is what the brackets would be, the bell curve to get around the corners. You have the half-mile track, you have the 5/8 track, you have the 7/8 track, you have the 1 mile track. 1M, 1 Mars, right, from moon to moon. So we did this. What was I doing over here? This was just a description of my last video. Earth, Venus, Neptune. Earth is here. Saturn is here. Mars is here. Pluto, Mars is replaced by Saturn, Earth. 1827, 3649, 7 times 7. Difference of 22. The difference is 66. 76, the spirit of 76 comes right out of side. This is changing it for low shoe. This is understanding when you're dividing, the T means I get both L. This year, L, right? L, okay, is equal to 50 and 12. This is a Roman numeral 50, but in the Super Bowl, they will not count it anymore. The reason they're not counting it is up to them, but this value goes up to 68 and 44. 112 or 4 moons. It's not only 112, but it's 11 and 2, 13, and it's 9, 904. 36, the same number we came up with over here. This number over here in low shoe. The L, the Super Bowl, this is the 12th letter, but is the 50 number. In Roman numerals, 50 becomes 56, and it also becomes 44. 56 and 44 equals to 100. Now we will try to understand this is the day of night. 4 times 4, 4 plus 4 is 24. The cat, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 is 68, the answer. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6 is 41. If you total them out, equals 65. Add 6 equals 71. 1771. Reverse. Q, H, A, R, T, E, R, quarter, 1771 by 4, 68, 284, Pluto, Pluto, 9 lives of the cat inside Pluto. This is space, 284, 284. The cycle, 284. 4 by 70 is 280, 284, 284, 340, 352. 352. 3, 5, and 2. Now I can say this is creation Earth. I can say this is Saturn, electric Venus. I can say 25 the 1/4 of, but I multiply by a quarter because this said a quarter. This 4 times that equals 4 times this is 4. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 by 7 is 28, and 8 is 36, and 3, 4 and 3, it's 7684. What is the spirit? The spirit is Jesus. 7 and 4, which is actually 7268 and 7268. The spirit is 1771 is 7684. Spirit is 76, 76, and 8. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do with this. 7 goes in between these two, but 4 goes in between 7. 7-game series, we need 4 to win. In between 6 and 7 is 101. In between 4 and 7 is 3. 2 and 1 is the only way to get it. But anyways, it's Highcock and Gornish, what I'm telling you there. This over here equals 36, becomes 4 and 9 again. This over here becomes 14, and 9 equals to number 23. 27 will regard to number 23. 23 and 27 is 50, becomes 56. Bring me back to the same number. 56 becomes 50, 56. 49 becomes 36, becomes 49. Put me 49 on 49. Forget it, it goes over 100, right? 4 and 4 is 8, 9 and 9 is 18, becomes 9, becomes 8 and 9, the high sky in the 7th gate. 49 and 49 is 98. 4 and 9 is 13. Bring it down low, then add on the 49 again, equals to 62, the queen. 2 times 62 plus 6, the connection between two sides, 13. This one is 27. When I work out the figure, I get the 23, I get the 50. I don't have to add it together. If these two numbers add together before the equation, add them up. This one becomes 19. This one here becomes 13. It'll end up being 19. This one over here will be 23. The two of them together will be 42. 9 lives of the cat. 4 and 2 equals to 6 and 8. 6 and 2, 26, brings you back the same number. L is 50. 38 is the church. 62 is the queen. 100 again. 100 becomes 161 in honor of the light. Because it's just like something, a water in a ball. If you throw water in a ball and you throw it up, right? As the balloon comes down, I think the water falls to the bottom of the balloon. Is that correct? Or which part of the balloon falls down? So when I do these equations, if you see 100, I know right away, because there's a repeat of 2 zeros, I know to put the number in between the two to share. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.